Hey guys, welcome to 2012 Engineers. I appreciate you guys checking out my website, 2012engineers.com. Look, end of the day, I'm looking to completely straighten out the record for how physics really works. I know this is kind of a tall kind of order to do, and you might say, hey, you know what, the Michio Makakus and this guy and that guy, the Einsteins of the world, how's it possible that, these guys haven't gotten it right? Well, I tell you, sad to say, they're all incorrect. Not to say that they didn't have some crazy, amazing ideas. Back engineered some of the most amazing technologies with the wrong understandings. But everything's going to change now in 2012. You got a little bit of my ideas from my website. You can read a lot there. I'm going to send you out a bunch of videos to kind of help explain it a little further, and I appreciate any questions you guys might have. I'm going to go today into a little bit about radiation and how radiation interacts with matter to release heat and how that really works. The idea of thermodynamics, as it's written in the textbooks, whoever taught it to you is wrong. Whoever came up with it is wrong. And we're going to set the record straight now. Radiation causes the atom to expand. And as radiation, heat radiation, comes from our sun, it emits no heat itself until that radiation strikes matter, in our case a planet, the occupants of the planet. Then that radiation interacts with the atoms, and in that interaction, it causes the atom to expand and contract. The sun generates radiation. Radiation extends out from the sun. As long as the matter that we're talking about is in the right zone, that radiation then is strong enough to cause the atom to expand and contract. As the atom expands, the atom releases heat. Heat is not generated from the radiation until it strikes matter. If this radiation line runs through empty space to infinity and never strikes anything, then there is no heat ever released. This understanding is something that needs to be addressed, and we need to consider of it right now. Radiation, as it works out from the sun in spheres of pressure. The tightest pressure is that around Mercury. That radiation is incredibly strong, and for the most part, it breaks up most atoms that we consider on the lower end of the spectrum. Venus is also in a high pressure zone. The pressure around the pressure of space itself around Venus is very high. And then on top of it, the radiation is bombarding those atoms and causing them to release energy much faster than they do here on Earth. Earth is in that perfect zone. The pressure itself is much less than it is between Venus and Mercury. So the pressure of space and time itself is actually expanded some. This allows radiation to flow at a nice even pace. It causes atoms to expand and contract perfectly. We have liquids, solids, and gases which all exist in symbiosis. As we get further out, that radiation chain stretches more and more, and it's less effective when it strikes the atoms. By the time it gets all the way out in the zone of Pluto and our Kuiper belt, it's basically flatlined. And there's nothing that the radiation could do to release the energy from the atom, hence absolute zero. That's a little bit today from 2012 Engineers. I appreciate you guys watching. I absolutely appreciate any of your questions. I'd be happy to answer them. And also happy to kind of debate any of the current physics that are out there today. Thank you very much for watching and looking at the www.2012engineers.com, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.